Thankfully, I think the wind's going to come down a little bit as we head into the evening, but it's been blowing at about 10 to 15 miles an hour today. Remember yesterday, you just saw pictures from western North Carolina. The winter storm warning extended all the way south to Asheville and to Charlotte. Now that winter storm warning only remains in the areas where we saw the most ice. Winter weather advisory, though, from Boone all the way to Burlington, and that is still for mainly travel concerns. There is going to be some additional precipitation tonight, some light freezing rain. It won't be heavy, but we could see another 1/10 of an inch of glaze in some communities, and it will be in those communities where we've talked about already, where it is coldest. We could still have, of course, some outage concerns as well as some travel concerns. So this evening and overnight, a light freezing rain, some mountain wintry mix. So it may be snow, sleet, and freezing rain in the mountains, but it's going to be light. And then tomorrow morning, some freezing rain in the morning in the Triad and some fog in the mountains. All we've got out there right now is clouds and a fine mist, but the temperatures are on their way down. Of course, this is where it has been the coldest, 32 in Greensboro, 32 in Danville. It's dropping, though, in Winston-Salem at 35. Right now, Mount Airy and North Wilkesboro at 36. We still have that north-northeast wind at about 10 miles an hour and plenty of cold air just to our north and to our east. That Appalachian wedge set up this morning. Temperatures getting down to 30 degrees in the most critical zones where we're already at 1/4 of an inch of ice, and we could get more. The rest of the folks seeing about 1/10 of an inch to close to 1/4 of an inch, but thankful we did not see 1/2 of an inch of ice out there. There's a couple of areas of precipitation I'm watching, one that's getting ready to move into Charlotte and another one behind it. I think those will move through first this evening and then the other one overnight. I do think they could impact the Triad and add at least an additional light glaze in some of our Triad communities, maybe to 1/10 of an inch on top of what you've already seen, which is about 1/4 of an inch out there. The heaviest rains are going to be down east along the coastline, where they could see an additional 1 to 2 inches of rain. And yeah, they've already got river flooding taking place along the I-95 corridor. Now they're looking at a flood watch. As for snow, it's very limited, west facing slopes of the mountains. As for ice, in that wedge position, this is the area where we will likely see that ice develop overnight. So we watch that first little batch come through this evening. It's spotty. And then by early tomorrow morning, we get another little wave and temperatures may be down close to freezing when that moves through. And that's why I do think we could still see some light additional icing, especially in the Triad and points east. Also, anything that's out there will refreeze. We've been telling you that during the newscast. If you do have to travel, you may come upon trees that are blocking roadways. You could come upon power lines in the roads. There could be traffic lights that are out. We encourage you, if you do not have to travel, to stay off the roads. It will be better tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures get into the 40s. We're actually going to have some sunshine tomorrow afternoon, but it'll be cold. We've got 45 tomorrow in the foothills. And then in the mountains, those temperatures do get above freezing, but it's going to feel like it's in the 20s. Northwest wind at about 15 to 30 miles an hour. That deep freeze across the U.S. Look at that. Dallas is actually warmer today at 30 degrees, 27 in New York City. They had severe weather in the panhandle of Florida earlier today. They were under a tornado watch. There's still a threat for some thunderstorms down there and even along the coast of North and South Carolina. So this has been wild weather so far this week. Look at this, though. Tail end of the 7-day forecast. How about spring, Talitha? Temps close to 60 degrees, maybe by Wednesday or Thursday of next week. This weekend, though, and especially for folks that are without power and are using alternative sources of heat, it is going to be cold. Temperatures will be in the 20s in the morning, and we're looking at highs in the 40s. And please remember your pets. If they normally live outdoors, they will need some TLC. Bringing them indoors is probably best.